Welcome to another episode of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, and I'm here to bring you all the latest news in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. It's Tuesday, May 5th, 2015, and let's get to it. It's been nearly 2 years since we've seen Victoria Dominguez step on stage and underneath the bright lights, but all that's about to change very soon. Over the weekend, Dominguez posted a few new photos that show the 2013 NPC National Champion looking super impressive and downright dangerous. When she puts it all together, Dominguez has the type of explosive muscle that's capable of inspiring a collective gasp from fans and judges alike. But whether or not she's ready to make the jump to the stage and go to war with a lineup of seasoned veterans still remains to be seen. We're a few weeks away from the bodybuilding world flocking south to Rio de Janeiro for the Arnold Classic Brazil, and it looks like Brandon Curry is ready to bring his talents to the Southern Hemisphere. Late last week, Curry was spotted in the gym, hammering out a little bit of arm training. Back in 2013, Curry nailed what was then his all-time best look to claim the biggest victory of his career thus far, the Arnold Brazil title. But if he plans on cracking the top 5 in what promises to be one of the year's deepest lineups, he's going to have to bring a version of Brandon Curry that the world has never seen before. Brandon Curry isn't the only one headed to Rio with a victory in mind. This past weekend, photos surfaced of a terrifying-looking Big Ramy. The biggest man in bodybuilding has managed to maintain a relatively low profile through the off-season. But it appears that the monster is finally ready to emerge from the shadows. Despite criticism from would-be detractors, the fact remains that Ramy is one of the most dangerous athletes in the sport. And should he manage to come up with the biggest win of his career in Rio, he could push his name into the conversation alongside the likes of Sean Roden, Dennis Wolf, and Kai Green as a legitimate threat to challenger Phil Heath's throne. It doesn't look like taking up his new daddy duties has slowed down Texas powerhouse Kevin Ofurum. Late last week, Ofurum released a bit of footage from a recent back training session. From what we can see, Ofurum looks to have added a considerable amount of new thickness and is poised to do some serious damage on stage later this year. Last season, Ofurum managed to crack the top 8 in his only stage appearance at the Dallas Europa Pro. If he can manage to bring all that new muscle to the stage and really dial in his conditioning, we could very well see Ofurum battling it out for a top spot in the first call-out. We're under a week away from the bodybuilding world converging on New York City. And while most of the hype heading into the show is surrounding the heavy favorites, Chris Tuttle has been content to fly quietly under the radar. Tuttle earned his IFBB Pro card 2 years ago at the NPC National Championships. And after putting in some serious work over the last 2 years, it looks like he's ready to hop into the IFBB waters and make a very big splash. They say that stars are born under the bright lights of the Big Apple, and if he manages to upset a few big names, we could look back on his performance as the night a star was born. And finally, I want to wish everyone a happy Cinco de Mayo. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.